Here in the Cherokee Nation, storytelling is a way to pass on culture and traditions. Nathalie Standingcloud is a storyteller, but not in the usual sense of the word. Her stories are told through her award-winning art and a couple of other unique talents.
Tattooing is my way of giving my love back to the world. All my tattoos are my babies. I care so much about each and every individual one, and they're all special and unique. I do it because it's my way of loving people and helping them love themselves in a way. My name's Nathalie Standingcloud. I'm from Tahlequah, Oklahoma, and I'm an actress and a tattoo artist. I grew up on the Flathead Reservation in Montana, and shortly after my younger brother was born, we moved to Tahlequah, Oklahoma to be with family. As I got older, I got more involved with my Cherokee culture side because I didn't grow up with that traditional family. It came later on in life. And so whatever opportunities came up for me to get more connected to the culture, I definitely stepped into that. Ever since I can remember, I've just really loved making stuff. I love drawing, just doing anything with my hands. I would get in trouble in class for drawing on myself, so I would draw on other people, like do little tattoos then. You know, it was something that I was good at, but I never really focused on it or really poured myself into it. It wasn't until I got older that I realized, you know, this could support me for the rest of my life. So that's when I really started to take it seriously and take pride in calling myself an artist and believing myself in that way. You want to see my spot?
Be your spot.
I met my dad when I was 8, and one of the first things I recognized about him is that he was just covered in tattoos. He got most of those when he was in prison. That's also where he learned how to tattoo, because he's tattooed himself. It's like, how did you do that? Sometimes he would show me, and it wasn't until I was 16 that I was like, you know what, I'm ready, and I want my dad to tattoo me. I knew that if this was something I was going to do, I was going to do it right. I wanted to do an apprenticeship, and thankfully around that time, the guy who had a shop all the way to the next town over, his daughter told him about me, and he was the one who offered my apprenticeship so I could get started and be professional.
You've accomplished so much just in a short amount of time. I've been tattooing for 20 years and haven't got this far, so that's what you always want as a parent. You know, for your child to go further than what you have, and she's got it in her DNA and blood. It makes me really proud and really, you know, fills me with joy. It's what I've always hoped for and dreamed of, so it made me very proud. Proud of it. Bring it in.
Love you. Jinx. So the first year I wasn't allowed to tattoo at all. I set up, I took the phone calls, made sure the shop was clean, kind of learned the basics of how to run a tattoo shop. Second year was my year to finally start tattooing, and I blew up. And when I finished my first tattoo, the satisfaction I got out of that was way different than anything I've ever put on paper. And everybody is unique and they have their own background and story that attaches them to this artwork.
Yo, those are my pride and joys, my babies. These are my babies.
So today I'm gonna tattoo Kelly Gonzalez. She's a really good friend of mine. I've been tattooing her for a while now.
Super cute. Thank you. I like your shirt.
The design she sent me today was one of her leaves that she usually draws, her signature leaf.
Hello, my name's Charlie.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
What do you think? You want to get started?
Yeah.
All right then.
I'm excited.
Throughout life, we do the most we can to avoid pain. The beautiful thing about tattoo pain is that it's pain that you choose. People get tattoos for all different reasons. Some people get memorial tattoos of a loved one that they've lost, and that tattoo pain almost heals that emotional pain in a sense. People get friendship tattoos to remember a funny time whenever that they had. I love being a part of that.
Two things that you'd never be ashamed of as you got older with tattoos is your culture and religion. Culture and religion, you can always show those off no matter how old you are. You'll never be ashamed of them, they're not a fad.
I've had a lot of my clients who are Cherokee come to me to get their Cherokee tattoos, whether it be syllabary, whether it be a symbol. You know, these are Indigenous, these are old, sacred designs.
Yeah, they would put X's for like however many lives they took in battle, or it seems like men's tattoos were about taking life and women's were about giving
life. That's poetry. So when non-Native people see these, it provides a talking space for them to ask questions and know more from that person. Realize that we're not just these fantasy creatures that don't exist anymore, that we're still here in modern times living with society without the feathers and the beads and stuff like that. I try my best to kind of help push those images forward.
On this side. And a lot of people think like these are warrior tattoos and like maybe you shouldn't get them if you haven't gone to war, but it's like I've done something, I have a college degree, that's good enough.
Right, like we don't really do wars anymore, but we do graduate.
I have accomplishments.
That should be celebrated, yeah. There's not really a need to get a warrior tattoo if we don't do wars anymore. But I mean, if you've survived addiction or you've lost a loved one or won a stickball game, you know, get that tattoo. I provide a nice safe space for other Indigenous people to come in with their own cultures, designs and patterns and things of that sort. So it's not just Cherokee. Like I love to serve other Native people and their cultures' special artworks.
Settled and action.
I think the main reason why I never took myself seriously as an artist is because I wanted to be an actress. I wanted to be on Disney, Nickelodeon. I love to play. You know, and being an actress allows me to continue playing even as an adult. I did a lot of plays. I did state competitions in drama, documentaries, the Trail of Tears drama. I played the granddaughter in that. Dorothy. You know, my grandmother, she asked me, she's like, oh, you're gonna be in The Wizard of Oz. I go, what's your part? And I was like, Dorothy. And she's like, Dorothy? What? And that blew my whole family away. Tochu. I was a lead in that movie, and it was huge. But man, just being the lead, it's a lot. And I'm just happy to get any part. You know, I just want to be on the team. I just want to play. So getting that role meant a lot to me, and I just thought, this is the beginning. I can run with this too. I can do both. And since then, the productions just keep getting larger. The thing I just most recently did was Reservation Dogs, which is a new Native TV show coming soon. It's going to be a good one. I knew I had this inside of myself for a while. I just needed the opportunity. I see a lot more opportunities for Natives in TV and film, and I'm very excited. And not just to play Native American parts. Native people are writers just as much as they are actors, and that these writers are providing more opportunities for the actors. And we're all working as a team, as a community, to help us achieve this goal of telling our own truths. Art of tattooing and the art of acting, they both tell stories, for sure, whether it's in the design or in the plot. And it's funny because they both have lines that I gotta follow. I think they're both really important. It's a blessing to finally find my spot in the world, and now I'm just gonna run with it.
Cut. All right, cut. Very good.